Hi guys, I wanted to make a video about my experience on moving out of WordPress and into a statically generated website for my blog, that is. I know there are probably lots of similar videos, but I liked the experience, so I wanted to share it. So I will be using Jekyll for generating the website, and will be hosting it with Netlify. I was going to host it on GitHub Pages, but while browsing the webs, I came across this other option, and it worked really nice. So I wanted to talk about it. So to start, basically this was my blog infrastructure before this, kind of too much. Basically, I had a VM on Linode, and inside running on Docker containers, I had Nginx at the front, so I could have lots of websites, then WordPress and another container, and another container with MySQL, which is needed for WordPress. So lots of stuff just to host a blog. Not really that smart. It was interesting to set up all these things, but it's really overkill just to have a simple blog where I post occasionally. So I started looking into GitHub pages and how I would make it work. So I started looking into Jekyll, which is a static site generator. So I'm going to walk through this, just copy paste this and install it. So I'm installing Jekyll, but I already installed Ruby, or this wouldn't work. If this takes too much time, I'll speed up the video. But basically, with Jekyll we can create a website, and we can write our posts in Markdown, and then when we can build the site from these Markdown files and stuff like that, and it will generate just static files, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, not really. We can use it, but and with this, like it's a blog, we can just put it on GitHub. It's not really private stuff, and host it somewhere. So Jekyll is installed. Now make a site. I've prepared here the name. Yeah, it can be this. So I'm preparing a new website using Jekyll. Hopefully it will. Crickets. The installing of Jekyll was really fast, probably because I already had tried it and stuff was cached. So I uninstalled it and installed it again. That's why it probably was that fast. But this is taking a while. Yay. Now you can go into the new directory, and there's some stuff here already. You can check it out with code. Okay. So we already have here a sample blog post, an index, 404, and configuration, stuff like that. Now we can run the application. As we are locally we can run a server so we can test it out. It will generate the static stuff. Okay, it's already running. Now we see here we have the generated site. No more markdown. This is the post with the structure that we'll have on the site, and we can now browse to it on localhost 4000, and here we are with a prepared site. We can make changes. This on the console, this is basically it's watching, so if we make changes to markdown files, it will get them. So on about, you can see here about, but if I go here, and it changed. We can also change configurations here in the, where it is, config YAML. We can change the title, but if we change this file, we have to reload. It will not, the watch isn't looking for changes in this file, so I'll call it, don't know, let's go in. And here we have it changed. Pretty simple. So if we want blog posts, we just write on the here on the posts folder, markdown files. We add files, we have categories and lots of stuff. This is just the basic stuff. Write everything as markdown, and it will eventually be compiled into HTML. We can, this is using a template which already has CSS and all that stuff, and we can override it all, and that's it. So I was using WordPress, which is a good tool, but probably for this kind of blog it was just too much, because I just want some text, some posts, and this makes has all the things that's needed. We can check it out. This is the final result, just listing the posts. You can see the post. We have highlighting. For the other videos I made, we can embed the YouTube video. I have here comments we discuss. I have Google Analytics, so it's all here. If you go here, config, okay, here it's here we add the Google Analytics, and if we want discuss and stuff like that, and just add things here. If you want, you can check out my blog on GitHub. It's everything there. So okay, we have this. Now how to deploy this. So Jekyll is done. I'll create a repo just to show this working. So Jekyll, Netlify, sample. Creating the repo. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. This is damn it. Okay. Now add the remote and push. I always have to copy and paste this stuff. Okay, so it's here. Now we want to host this, and I came across Netlify. We can host here projects for free. I haven't even used everything that's here, all the functionalities. I just hosted the site here as I would with GitHub Pages, which was my first idea, but then this came along. So I've already registered using GitHub, so login. As you can see, my blog is already here. Now I'll create a new one from GitHub. And where is it? Where? Here it is. Okay, it already detected this is a Jekyll site, so there's a build command. We can, if it wasn't a Jekyll site, we could probably just we had no build command. It would just grab the static files and host them. I haven't read if there's support for other things like Hugo and other static site generators. Probably there is, but I was already creating the blog with Jekyll when I came across Netlify, so didn't really look at the other stuff. But okay, so every time we make a push to the repository, Netlify will build and deploy the site. So go. Okay, site deploy in progress. We can see building. I forgot this. There is an error because we have a dependency on something which I have no clue, because I just followed the instructions on Jekyll site. But apparently there's something that needs another version of Ruby, and by default Netlify is using 2.1.2. So to solve this, we add here a new file, Ruby version. Hopefully I will not get this wrong. Don't know what change here. And put 2.4.0. I think it's just this. Push. It's done. And this will probably start deploying immediately. And it's using Ruby 2.4.0. No error. So installing dependencies. Installing. Site is live. Okay. So let's go here. Site is published on this link. So if we just want to play around and don't have any DNS, it's just here. Okay, so you can see it's the one we created, the changed title and the changed about. Okay, so what can we do else? We can add a DNS to this. And you can see it's secure, HTTPS powered by Let's Encrypt, which is awesome out of the box. We didn't even have to do anything, it just worked. So we have here, let's see overview of the site. It's already published. Now go to domains. This is the default, but we can add a custom one. So I'll just create a new one. I don't know. Create the custom domain here. Okay, now I'm going here to my DNS configurations, and I will add a CNAME to here. So I'll go to DNS. I'm on the other monitor, so what I'll do is create a CNAME for this part pointing to this one. I click this. Now this will probably take a while for the DNS to start working. I just added it to the configurations. This will take a bit to propagate. Let me just see. Maybe we are lucky and this starts working. No, it doesn't. We need to wait for the DNS to propagate. But I'll stop the video for a while and come back when this is up and running. Okay, so meanwhile this started working. Maybe not here because of cache and stuff. Here. So eventually it will start working. In here we no longer have the exclamation mark, so it's probably working over there, and probably with cache issues. So we want HTTPS on our site, like everybody wants. Let's check. Go. So we can install Let's Encrypt certificate. We could also provide one of our own, but we just want to use this one. Provision. Shouldn't take too much. Okay. Still not with HTTPS. Still working on the certificate, but the site is running on the domain that I added. Let's just see if I put here. It's responding. If I take it out, it works all the same. When this is over, we can force HTTPS so people can't access without the added security. This is taking a while, but it was already working, so probably just waiting for feedback that it's working. Okay, we can see it's here, and now we can do this. Okay, and it redirects HTTPS with a green padlock. All is well, and in no time we made available a website, a blog. Okay, I didn't write anything, but that's the list of the problems. So with no infrastructure, okay, with no infrastructure that we need to manage, someone is managing it, and SSL and all, for me seems pretty neat. So with this, I don't think I have anything to add. If you have any questions regarding any of this, just comment. I'll try to help if I can. I learned along the way while doing this, so I'm not a master of the topic, but I can try to help. Thanks for watching. See you next time.